Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at ironrange.shop, and good luck to all the players. Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on the way to the lake. Located 12 miles north of Deer River on Highway 46 by Lake Winnebagoche, Winnie Trading Post offers gas, food, bait, propane, and everything in between. Find them on Facebook by searching Winnie Trading Post or stop by on your next trip to the lake. G&B Environmental specializes in proactive air and water filtration services, HVAC coil protection, cotton windscreen insulation for cooling units, UV light air purification systems, and electrostatic disinfectant spraying for COVID-19 and other contagions. Give them a call at 1-800-466-2018 or visit gbenvironmental.com. For all your heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration needs in the Grand Rapids area, call Tony from Anthony's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration at 218-256-1092 or find them on Facebook at Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration, LLC. Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey and wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun. The Rick Sports Grill in Eveleth offers casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rick Sports Grill offers 8 large-screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. The Rick also offers large and small group seating with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet, they can cater your event, party, or meeting. That's the Rick Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Eveleth. Check them out today. It's time for high school hockey on Up North Hockey. Tonight's game is sponsored by G&B Environmental and Minnesota Twist Drill. Stuff like Girardi wheels it back in. Oh! He scores! Julio Girardi puts the Blue Jackets on the board first. Tonight's game is also sponsored by Winnie Trading Post, Iron Range Apparel, and Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration. Zach Kylan drives it into the Grand Rapids net. Kylan to the front of it. He shoots, he scores! Kylan! Now to the rink, here's Randy with your play-by-play call from the broadcast booth.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Eveleth Hippodrome. High school hockey is on the air. Proctor Rails and the Eveleth-Gilbert Golden Bears coming your way next here on Up North Hockey. Joining me on the broadcast booth tonight, Eric Johns, for our varsity game between the Rails and the Golden Bears. Should be a good one here tonight, Eric.
Yeah, it should be a good one. We just watched a good JV game. Eveleth Golden Bears walked away with that win 3-1. A lot of shots in that game. If I remember last, the shots were 39 in favor of the Proctor Rails. Eveleth-Gilbert come out on top. Played a really, really good game. They needed that too. After playing North Shore the other day with a short bench, guys were sick. They were in that game. So, for them to come back and play the way they did today, it was really good hockey. That's good for them. A lot of good talent on that team. It was really, really, really nice to see Dozen, the sophomore goalie, get out and do some skating, and he got himself a goal. He worked his hind end off. He played hard, and he got himself a goal. And so I'm glad to see that. I think we're in for a good hockey game tonight. The Eveleth-Golden Bears last Tuesday, they beat North Shore 7-1. And then Saturday, they took a tough loss to the Cloquet-Esco Carlson 4-2. So I expect to see them come out and play really good tonight. Their starting goalie is Andrew Terrell. He's been played all season long for him. Real strong. He's been the backbone of this team. And the other starting defenseman is going to be number 23. It's going to be Gavin Skelton. And his defense partner will be number 40. It's going to be Nick Troutwine. And his forwards are going to be center number 10, Brandon Lynn. Number 6, it's going to be a wing, Cooper Matson. And the other wing is going to be number 13, Blake Zadiker. So we're in for a good game tonight. I'll get you guys the starter of the Proctor Rails here in just a minute. So we're going to listen to the national anthem. Be right back.
You see okay from there? I can see fine. And our starting goalies tonight presented to you by Iron Range Goalie Academy. They are located in Coleraine. They offer goalie camps and clinics over in Coleraine. Make sure you check them out on Facebook and Instagram, and certainly give them a call today. They would love to have you part of their excellent program that Derek runs over in Coleraine. Starting goalies tonight, Sam Johnson, starting goalie for the Proctor Rails, comes in with a record of 1-6-1. His goals against average 5.39 and save percentage of .872. On the other side, for the hometown Golden Bears, goaltender Andrew Terrell comes in with a record of 2-3-3. Goals against average 3.07 and a save percentage of .911. And we're just about ready to get set here from the historic Eveleth Hippodrome. Brandon Lynn taking the draw against Dylan Holla. And we're underway as the Rails will send it in. Mason Kalbach sends it in over on the other side, held in by the Rails. Shot from Karner Polovich. I'm going to struggle with that one here tonight. Back behind the net is Brandon Lind. Lind gets it over on the other side. Sent out by number 13. Lind with a shot! Got behind the goaltender there, Eric.
Yeah, you know what? That's Brandon Lind has a very quick release. I said that right from the beginning of the year when they played Greenway and they're opening up. He got a goal that night, and very, very quick release, very hard shot. That was a nice drop pass there for him, and he let a bullet go, and the goalie was able to make a nice save. So Eveleth's off to a good start here, moving their feet.
And Zandikar's going to pick this up. Zandikar sent it over to Skelton, now to Lind. Lind moving through, just now able to keep the play going. Rails turning back the other way, but picked up by Troutwine. Troutwine intercepted by the Rails. A little back, trying to send a backhander with number 9, Dylan Holla. That first line back out there for the Rails. Picked up by Austin Moores. Zandikar touching at it at the blue line. Zandikar back it in, back out, and dumped back in by the Rails. Colin Solomon. Back behind the net, Solomon. And now coming away with it is 23 Amendola. Held in by the Rails. Colin Solomon. Back in the corner, Solomon. And now this is Schlottick. Schlottick moving ahead over to Intihar. Intihar cross ice. Brought back in by the Rails, McLeod. Rails will move it out, or the Golden Bears trying to move it out here with Delich. Delich now with it. Delich gets it back from Cooper Lavander. Back behind the net is Intihar. Now Intihar in the corner. Back on the point, Troutwine. Troutwine sending it. And out of play, 14:32 just underway here in Eveleth. 0-0 our score.
Yeah, moving the puck quite well. Eveleth, like I said earlier, they kind of taking it to them to start with, got the puck in their zone. Proctor brought it down once, shots one apiece right now. It's kind of filling each other out, but looks to me like both teams came to play hockey this evening.
In the corner, Troutwine will pick it up at center ice. He'll get it over on the other side to Skelton. Into Lind. Lind with a drive right on goal. First great scoring opportunity. Sam Johnson with the save for the Rails. Here comes the Rails on the other shot on Andrew Terrell. Knocks it over. Brandon Lind skating for that loose puck, but in too far for the icing against the Bears.
Yeah, Nick Troutwine kind of got lucky on that one. He kind of got the puck caught between his feet, and it's just kind of squirted out. And the Proctor Rail, he picked it up, and he was able to come in a 2-on-1, got the shot. The defenseman that played quite well for that. The other defenseman was number 20, Tommy Schlottick. He played quite well. He kind of split it up. He made him take a shot out top of the face-off circle, which Andrew Terrell was able to easily just deflect it away.
Zandikar leaves it for Lind. Lind behind the net trying to make a play. And the Rails will move it around. Trying to move it out to Solomon. Shot gets fired in the corner by Cooper Matson. Now the Bears Skelton will hold it in. Lind out front, but Sam Johnson making the quick save there to keep that puck out of the net.
This is a game where Brandon Lind has to use his body size in front of the net. Get out there in front of the net to kind of screen the goalie, to make some havoc in front of the net. He's a great big kid. He's one of the biggest kids out here. He's really strong on his skates. Let his shooters shoot. Look for them rebounds. Drop down by their feet. I'm looking for a big game out of Brandon Lind tonight.
Back quickly out of the zone for the Rails. That was Dylan Holla. Holla now behind the net, trying to make a play, along with Amendola. Now Schlottick sends it across ice over to Grahek. Now the Rails send it over on the other side. Is picked up, now intercepted by Grahek. Now back to the Rails. Moving it out is Amendola. Amendola will dump it back into the Bears' end. Picked up by Troutwine. Troutwine, it's going to be a chance for the Golden Bears there to get a break, but the Rails get control. And back into the Rails end for an icing.
Glad to see Carson Enitar's grandmother tuning in again this evening from Florida. I'm really glad we can bring this to you. Help out, you can watch your grandson play. It's kind of why we're doing this. It's an awesome thing. So I'm really glad to see you tuning in. We'll be back on this Thursday night. We'll be back here as Hibbing takes on Eveleth in a big IRC conference game right here again.
That's a week from Thursday.
Week from Thursday, excuse me.
Week from Thursday, yep. Troutwine sends it over to Intihar. Intihar moving it across. Intihar. And that's Delich back behind the net. Delich over in the corner as the Rails will get it out to center ice. And up back in by 27 trying to make a play at it. That is Connor Palovich. Palovich. Oh, boy. I got to get that one right by the end of the night. Kalmbach sends it across. Troutwine picks it up just outside the blue line. Troutwine will work it in. And sent out by Palovich. Cooper Matson sends it back in. Dylan Halla behind the net. Now picked up and moved ahead by Riles. Riles just brings it in, but in offside.
Yeah, plays kind of stayed right in the center between the blue lines right at the moment. A little battle at each other's blue line to get the puck out, kind of playing with in the middle ice here. So just kind of feeling each other out at the moment.
Schlottick moving in for the Bears. Now turned back the other way by the the Rails. And Lind picks it up behind the net. Lind trying to work around as it is Lind trying to move it to Matson. Sent back in by the Rails, Wyatt Oakstead. Schlottick in front trying to get it out as the Bears will get it out there with Zandikar moving across. Zandikar, nice opportunity from Cooper Matson. Sam Johnson with the big save there.
That was really nice. Matson to throw the puck out there. He put it out there for, Zandikar to nice tip. Deflected it right into the goalie. Making things happen. That's what's going to happen for Eveleth. Just got to keep throwing the puck at the net. Looking for that rebound, making things happen.
Brandon Lind, chance down low in front. Just couldn't get a great shot away. Skelton sends it in on net. That's Gavin Skelton over on the other side. Is Evan Skelton.
Nice glove save there, quick. He's got a quick glove.
All right. Okay. Lynn pulls it back to Schlottick. Schlottick send it through. Here comes the Rails. Back in. Chance for it was 22 Frank Ambaldola. Cross ice. Picked up by the Rails. Now Brandon Lynn brings it in. Lynn gets it over to Zandikar. Pulls the trigger. Nice shot from Blake Zandikar. But big save by Sam Johnson. Shot low on the ice there.
Now that's the second time tonight Proctor was able to get behind the Eveleth Golden Bear defenseman. And the other defenseman had to step up and make a nice play. Good hustle to come back for Tommy Schlottick. He came back and was able to catch up to the Amendola to break that play up. It was just the two Amendola brothers coming down at 2-on-1. He was able to break it up.
Over in the corner, fired by the Proctor Rails, moving it in was Paul Ripley. And we get a penalty is coming up. Interference penalty is the call. And that is the first power play of the game. And that's going to belong to the Eveleth Golden Bears. Are going to get the first power play of the game here with 9:49 left here, period number 1. No score between the Eveleth-Gilbert Golden Bears and the Proctor Rails.
That penalty is going to go to Austin Moores for interference at the 7-11 mark of the first period.
Brandon Lynn brings it in. Brandon Lynn skating to that. Brandon Lynn scores! Upper shelf goal by Brandon Lynn to put the Golden Bears on top first on the power play.
Yeah, it was a nice play. You know, Brandon Lynn has got a knack for the getting the puck up high. Kind of seen his hole, was able to get it in the right place. So, you know, like I said earlier, he just looked like when he come out skating in warm-ups, he has a little hop in the steps, so that was good to see him do that.
7:31 time of that power play goal for Brandon Lynn. Back behind the net is Zandikar. Zandikar centering it back for Matson. Just couldn't get it away as the Rails will come out with it. Paulovich behind the net as it's picked up by the Rails. No, Shantz out front. 21 planted out front. Just couldn't get the shot away. That was Brett Bartlett. Great opportunity for the Rails. Troutwine just a little bit ahead. Gold Bears had to check up. Paulovich sends it over on the other side of Kallenbach. Now Matson picks it up. Gets it over to Zandikar. Zandikar moving it back in. Zandikar's shot wide of the net. Zandikar behind the net now. Zandikar sent it back to Antar. Back on the point, I'm sorry, that's Evan Skelton is 3. Getting these numbers mixed up tonight. 3 and 13. Sent out by the Rails. And in order to get it, no icing is the call there. As Amendola was there to get it. All behind the net, picked up by Frank Amendola. Over on the other side, sent in by the Rails, Austin Moores. Intihar, and now the Intihar has it. Skating around, Intihar's shot on goal. Johnson's got the save with 7:35 to play. Golden Bears have a 1-0 lead.
No, shots right now are 11-3 in favor of the Eveleth Golden Bears, and they're getting the majority of the scoring chances right now. They're moving the puck quite well. The shots that Proctor's getting, that last little flurry they had on end, Trill had some great stick work, was able to get a poke check through the whole crowd of players to poke the puck to the corner. So, you know, he's still strong in the net. It's been great for Eveleth this season.
Back behind the net is Oakstead. Oakstead trying to center out front for Frank Amendola. And sent back in the corner by Oakstead. Oakstead has it at center ice. Oakstead cross ice. And now going to be picked up by Schlottick. Schlottick gets it over on the other side to Levander. And Oakstead backhands it out. Picked up by Schlottick. Now it's at center. Leet trying to play at it. Leet knocks it back into the Rails end. Back in there to get it is McLeod. McLeod trying to send it ahead. Held in by Schlottick. Now Mason callback. Ripley behind the net. Over on the other side is Rails trying to send it out and dumped back in by Evan Skelton. Skelton back in his own end of the ice, picks it up. Skelton moves it ahead as the Rails will fire it back in with Paulovich. Back behind it is Troutwine. Troutwine knocking it along the boards. Brandon Lynn in there to get it for the Bears, along with Mason Kalmbach. Centering pass, nobody at home. There's Skelton, sends it towards the net. It tipped in by Cooper Grahek. What an assist for
that was nice
Evan
by
Skelton.
Evan. That was really, really nice.
So that should be Cooper Grahek from Evan Skelton on the goal. Over on the other side, Pavlovic sends it towards the middle of the ice, picks up by Lynn, but the Rails got it back, and chance down low, taken away by Brandon Lynn. Back behind it is Troutwine. And set for Zandikar. Zandikar trying to get one in here as he receives a pass in there from Cooper Matson. And so far, the Golden Bears are
buzzing
in this game, Eric.
They are. They're playing quite well. They're moving the puck. Evan Skelton, last week was Tuesday was his first full-time varsity game. What he just did right there, and how many times have I said it? Just shoot the puck at the net. Shoot the puck. That shot was shot at the net, and the tip. That's what you do. That was a great tip, great play all the way around. Puts Evans up 2-0 right now.
Antar gets it back to Schlottick. Schlottick shot right on, and Sam Johnson's going to make this save because he had Jared Delich planted out front for the Golden Bears for that possible rebound.
Right now, Eveleth has 15 shots on net, and I would say 10 of them are really good chances. But I've also watched Proctor block at least 5 shots already by their defense or forwards.
Schlottick with a shot right on. Johnson steers it in the corner. Now Skelton. Back behind net. Bears Lavander, and now it comes out to center ice, knocked back in. Picked up by Delich. Over to Antar, back to little backhand shot goes in from Cooper Lavander to put the Golden Bears ahead 3-0.
Yeah, that great backhand. I'm glad he just used his backhand, directed towards the net instead of trying to turn and get the shot. He did the best thing he could possibly do. Great play coming across. That's good hockey they're playing right now.
The Golden Bears find themselves up 3-0 with 4 minutes to go here, first period. And Schlottick has it. Schlottick brings it across the blue line. He'll skate it in, trying to make a play all the way down. Picked up over on the other side. Back on the other side is the Bears send it in as Grahek behind the net. Grahek along with Leet. Grahek gets it back to Skelton. Gavin scores from the point to make it 4-0. What a shot from Gavin Skelton.
Yeah, it was. That was a great shot. They're playing well. They're shooting the puck. I think that they're size wise. They just got a bunch of good hockey players going on. Proctor seems down a little bit as far as size wise, so Eveleth's able to take advantage of their size on this one. And I could not understand the P scoring on that last goal. I don't know. I know number 9 got the goal.
Yeah, we'll have to get the official scoring summary as Matson tips it back towards the point. Sent back in by the Rails as Matson will Try to get it out. Over on the other side, Brandon Lynn brings it in now. Lynn tries to get it up to Troutwine. Troutwine behind the net, trying to go back to Lynn. The Rails will get it out, and they'll bring it back to center. Brought back in by Brett Bartlam. It's blocked down. That's picked up by Skelton over to Matson. Matson looking across ice over to Zandikar. Couldn't get it through as the Rails broke that one up. Brandon Lind and sent back in by the Bears. Zandikar. Now Evan Skelton sends it back in. Troutwine trying to cross ice pass over to Brandon Lynn. Too far. Icing is a call. 4-0. Golden Bears over the Rails. First period, 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I know on the third goal, Cooper Levander got the goal. I'm not sure on the assist. I'll find out here afterwards. And I know on the last goal, Gavin Skelton was able to get that goal from the blue line. Nice shot.
Yeah, I think that last goal might have been tipped in by Drew Nelson, but we'll have to find out.
They might give it to Nelson then, okay.
Because he was the first player back to the bench, so we'll have to get the scoring after the period as we hard time hearing it sometimes in this building. Rails will move it out with picked up by number 27, Paulovich behind the net. Paulovich working around. He'll swing it back in the corner. In there to get it is Jake Amendola. And now it comes out to center ice. Right around, picked up by Frank Amendola. Intihar. And we got less than a minute to go in our first period of play. Another fast-moving first period here in Eveleth. This is Schlottick over on the other side. Schlottick wheeling around. And Schlottick will have this. Move it ahead to Leet. Now picks up for the Rails. Moving through center ice is Amendola. He gets... Penalty is coming up here. And it'll be the second power play of the night. Or the first power play of the night. Second power play, right?
That's the...
Or is this first power
That's
play?
their first power. Only been 2 penalties.
First power play for the Proctor Rails here. So certainly it's 32.7 seconds, but they're still going to have minutes left in the second period. Something that they desperately need is they need a power play. Something to get to go their way here. Evan Skelton knocking out and held back into Rails by Paulovich. Set shot right on net by number 9, Dylan Halla. Great chance for the Rails there. They need to get more shots as the last seconds of this period.
Yeah, the shot's a little offsided. 18 in favor of the Eveleth Golden Bears. 18-5 in favor of the Eveleth Golden Bears.
Evan Skelton gets it back out as Paulovich holds it in. Paulovich pulls it back to Halla. Halla back to Paulovich. Paulovich wheeling around. Cross ice pass over to Mason Kalmbach. Kalmbach works behind the net. And Riles as the period ends. So big period for the Golden Bears, 4-0 after 1 period in the books. So we'll get our we'll have to go down and get our official scoring summary so we can provide that to you.
No, great game, great period. Eveleth come out flying. Like I said, they look good on Saturday. Cloquet just got a couple goals, the power play goals. They just seem like they got down. At this stage, you don't want to take penalties whatsoever. You got to stay out of the penalty box. Give these teams power plays. A lot of teams been capitalized on power plays. I was going down throughout the state of Minnesota, looking a lot of penalty power plays. They're high in the 80% success rate this year, and a lot of the penalty kills, they're a lot of them are only 20%, and so teams are starting to work on power plays, to capitalizing on them, making them count, because a lot of times that's how you're going to get back in a game. So great period. Like I said, shots are 18-5 in favor of the Eveleth Golden Bears. They lead the game 4-0. The goals I do got so far, Brandon Lynn started the scoring off for Eveleth at the 7:30 mark with an unassisted goal going. He was able to get in on the goalie, was able to get it up, got it in the top shelf up over the goalie's shoulder. Unassisted goal to put Eveleth up 1-0. Second goal of the game went to Cooper Grahek. Nice shot from the point. Was assisted by Evan Skelton, which Evan was our player of the game last Tuesday night had 3 assists, so he's off to a good start tonight for probably his third varsity game. And Eveleth came back with the third goal at the 13-minute mark with number 9, Cooper Lavander got that goal. I'm not sure who got the assist yet. We'll figure that out for you. And the fourth goal of that one, Randy makes, you may be right on that. Drew Nelson may have got the tip from Gavin Skelton and shooting it from the point. So we're probably right on that one, but I'll go down and I'll figure it out. 2 penalties in the period, one for Proctor and one for Eveleth. So that's where we stand right now. It's 4-2 or 4-0 after the first period. One thing I did notice, and I like to do this, there was the blocks on shot. I think it's pretty accurate from what I can see where I was standing at. Proctor had 5 block shots. Eveleth had 3, and I think a couple of them just weren't getting through. Maybe not deliberate blocks, but they are blocks. So Eveleth having a good game so far. Shooting the puck quite well, moving the puck around. So it's just a matter of keeping it going. At this pace, maybe they'll get some scoring done.
Again, our scoring summary presented by Iron Range Goalie Academy. Iron Range Goalie Academy is located in Coleraine. They offer Goalie Academy for the clinics and goalie camps over in Coleraine. Make sure you check them out on Facebook and Instagram today. Derek is a great guy. He's got a great staff over there too as well. So make sure you check out their Iron Range Goalie Academy on Facebook and Instagram today as well. So after one period in the books, it is 4-0 for the Eveleth-Gilbert Golden Bears over the Proctor Rails. Second period action is coming your way next here on Up North Hockey.
Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at ironrange.shop, and good luck to all the players. Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on the way to the lake. Located 12 miles north of Deer River on Highway 46 by Lake Winnipegosh, Winnie Trading Post offers gas, food, bait, propane, and everything in between. Find them on Facebook by searching Winnie Trading Post or stop by on your next trip to the lake. G&B Environmental specializes in proactive air and water filtration services, HVAC coil protection, cotton windscreen insulation for cooling units, UV light air purification systems, and electrostatic disinfectant spraying for COVID-19 and other contagions. Give them a call at 1-800-466-2018 or visit gbenvironmental.com. For all your heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration needs in the Grand Rapids area, Call Tony from Anthony's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration at 218-256-1092 or find them on Facebook at Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration, LLC. Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey and wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun. The Rick Sports Grill in Eveleth offers casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rick Sports Grill offers 8 large-screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. The Rick also offers large and small group seating with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet, they can cater your event, party, or meeting. That's the Rick Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Eveleth. Check them out today.
All right, you're back here at the Hippodrome in Eveleth, where the Eveleth Golden Bears lead the Proctor Rails 4-0 between the first and second period. We're going to step away for just a couple seconds here, but we'll be back to bring the second period to you. And we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. And we also want to definitely want to thank one of our sponsors, the Iron Range Goalie Academy, for sponsoring our in-between period score updates and the starting goalies of the game. So we'll be right back in just a few minutes. So stick with us, please. Thank you.
All right, the Golden Bears have returned to the ice. We're just waiting for the Proctor Rails to come out here, and then we'll be ready for our second period action. Golden Bears with a 4-0 lead over the Rails. A couple shout-outs tonight. Jill Forty watching from Minneapolis, and she said thank you for always everything that you guys do. Jill Forty, number 40. Also, Jill, we want to give you a shout out to Jill. She provided a couple candy bars for me tonight. I talked about that during the JV game that I didn't get a chance to stop and get a candy bar. Well, I had one delivered right before the start of the varsity game, so thank you very much for that. And thanks, Jill, for that special treat here tonight. And also John and Deb Munson sending in a message. Good job tonight. Good commentary, camera work. Steve Corpla sending in a message that he's enjoying the broadcast. We're doing a great job here tonight. We appreciate all those messages coming in. Please make sure you keep those shout-outs coming in. We want to know where you're watching from tonight, wherever it might be. So we definitely appreciate that. We definitely appreciate the support of all our viewers for watching our broadcast, along with our sponsors. We appreciate them as well. And then a lot of you have given donations to us this year as well through our Venmo account. And we appreciate those donations that are coming in as well. So, ready to go here in the second period. Brandon Lind and Dylan Holla take the draw here. Lind wins that draw and sent back in by Evan Skelton. Over behind the net is picked up by Polovich. Polovich has it through center ice and gets it into number 24. Keenan Rielts. Rielts with it. No, moving it. And back to the point to Polovich. Into number 5. That is... That's 5. No, I'm sorry. That's 9. That's Holla back over in the corner. Boy, I thought I saw it. 5 there. As Skelton gets it out for the Golden Bears. Knocked around the boards by Sam Johnson. Evan Skelton picks it up at center, dumps it back in. Johnson's going to leave it. And Rails will come out over on the other side to Holla. Trying to send it across over to Polovich. Polovich across the blue line. Polovich behind the net. Polovich wheeling around. In there to get his Kalmbeck, trying to hold it in. Brandon Lind comes out with it. Lind trying to get something going. Here's just off his stick. Zandikar sends it back into the Rails end. Golden Bears return, or both teams return to full strength here. We got on the offside is the call. Boy, I am all over the place tonight. I'm saying icing for offsides. And
well, Proctor started this period on the power play. Come out, and they got themselves 2 shots right away. Held it down in the Eveleth zone. Eveleth's kind of coming back right now. Power play is over. So they're Eveleth looked like Brandon Lind brought the puck in, lost it at the blue line, but looks like Eveleth's about ready to pick up right where they left off.
Sent back in, picked up by the Rails now. It is moving it in as McLeod into the corner. McLeod has it as just up and into the rafters here at the Eveleth Hippodrome.
Well, we got the scoring done on that. The third goal for Eveleth was scored by number 9, Cooper Levander, with an assist going to number 5, Carson Initar, and number 14, Jared Delich, at the 13-minute mark of that first period.
And picked up here is Delich moving it in. Delich trying to go to the backhand there. And now picked up is Gavin Skelton. Skelton back in his own end of the ice. He'll get tipped away by number 9, Holla. Tipping that one away here is back over on the other side. Gavin Skelton picks it up. Skelton. And now Cooper Levander and Jared Delich in on the play. Sent in by Schlottick. He sends a shot wide of the net, but the net was off. Goal would have never counted anyway, but great chance for the Golden Bears there.
Yeah, like I said, they're right back where they left off at. But the fourth goal, we finally got scoring on that, was the scoring booth. Right now, they say there may be a change to it, but I think Randy is right on this. Number 41, Drew Nelson, got the tip on the Gavin Skelton shot with the number 6. Another assist going to that will be number 42, Cooper Grahek. So Cooper Grahek picks up his second point to the game. Gavin Skelton, he's got himself a point, just the 1 point. So it looks like, there's some points being given out there. Eveleth, I've watched this is about the 5th game I've seen him play, and it just seems like it's the same guys working hard. A lot of younger guys learning from him. This is a big senior class. They lost a big senior class last year. So looks like they got a full bench back tonight, though. So I'm sure that has a lot to do with, the help and not having to dig so deep to try to dig up players.
Paulovich working in here. Shot goal by number 6, Wyatt Oakstead, to put the Rails on the board for the first time tonight.
Yeah, that was a good working goal. The puck come off the inboard, right to the Proctor winger, and he was able to. That must have been hit. There's another puck given out. I believe they're from what I'm seeing. I think they're giving it to number 5.
I think it was Oakstead that got that goal. So we'll get the official announcement. Not sure if it was tipped in front, but it was a big goal for the Rails. Definitely needed a goal here. Cross ice over to Paulovich, and then we moved in by Oakstead. Back to Paulovich now. Rails with a little extra step in their getting a goal here. Back behind the net, fired around the corner by Oakstead with 13:30 play, puck out of play here. Here's 5. So yeah, Ethan Carter getting that goal for the Proctor Rails, getting them on the board for the first time here tonight. 13:19 to go here, period number 2. 4-1 Bears over the Rails. And Cooper Matson plays it ahead, but picked up by Holla. Back the other way. Chance for number 21 on net, Brett Bartlett. Now Brandon Lynn back the other way. Brandon Lynn shot just over the top of the net. Got a piece of Johnson. And the net is off its moorings. Face-off coming up in the Rails end.
The second assist on that Ethan Carter goal is going to go to number 27, Connor Pavlovich. So that's a 4-1 game now in favor of the Eveleth Golden Bears. Shots right now, 21-10 in favor of the Eveleth Golden Bears. So Eveleth's Proctor's kind of got back in the game, got their goal. We'll kind of just see who's going to grind hard here.
Jared Delich moving back in here for the Golden Bears. Delich and defended on that play by Mason Kalmbach. Back behind the net is Golden Bears Levander. And now it's brought out to center ice and brought back in by the Rails. Now it's center ice. Keenan Riles has it. Riles playing it, knocked in by Paulovich. Delich moving it back in, picks up by Paulovich. Paulovich trying to send it up front to Brett Bartlett. Now Paulovich moving in. Paulovich shot on. Andrew Terrell has that save. 11:58 to go here. So big save for Andrew Terrell there. Proctor seemed to have a little more momentum on their step here, Eric.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that shot right there, that was really nice. He come in, set it up, kind of shot it off that back foot. Andrew Terrell, I'm glad he had an eye on it because that was a nice shot and a beautiful glove save. Very quick glove on that.
And sent back in by the Rails. That's Austin Moores. Now Gavin Skelton over to Grawheck. And Rails Amendola in the corner. Jake Amendola. And now taken away by Gavin Skelton. Fired back in by the Bears. That's Leet. Back behind the net is Moore. Moore and Leet working for that puck. Grawheck comes away with it. Grawheck sends a shot, backhander shot into the corner. And now Gavin Skelton at center ice. Skelton cross pass to Schlottick over to Skelton. Rails trying to hold it in. And picked up by Cullen Solman. He'll try to work it back in, but Leet has this one. Leet gets it back into the Rails end. Austin Moore backhands out. Now picked up by Schlottick. Schlottick trying to get it up to Cooper Madsen. And that's an icing is the call. So a couple shout-outs I want to give out to is Peggy Dunn. Peggy Dunn and Stu Madsen, 85. Eveleth High School graduate watching from East Grand Forks, Minnesota, watching their nephew Cooper Madsen. Teammates, good luck to the Bears tonight. They say thank you for doing this. We appreciate that shout out. We got a couple more. We'll get those on the next whistle. There's a chance inside for Ethan Carlson. Nice chance for the Proctor Rails there. Sent up by Zandikar. Zandikar up from Madsen. Zandikar just couldn't reach that pass. Nice setup by Cooper Madsen there on goaltender. And then the shot on Sam Johnson.
You know, that play kind of all started down in the Eveleth zone. That was an excellent save by Andrew Terrell. And to save that, brushed the puck away, and it was headed back the other way by Madsen. Madsen was able to bring it in. Instead of taking the shot, he just kind of let it roll off the tip of his stick into the... And they were still able to get a shot on the net by Zandikar. So, you know, Eveleth, they're playing real smart heads-up hockey right now.
Sent in as at center ice. The Bears will bring it back in with Zandikar. Lind taking a shot towards the front of the net. And now it is picked up by Lind. Lind back behind the net, wheeling it around. And we get a power play is coming up against the for the Proctor Rails. Also, I want to give a shout out to Terry Branton. She's cheering on Carson Intihar and Gil Schlottick. I'm sorry. They say, "Go Bears!" And thank you for that shout out. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Back behind the net.
Schlottick's going to go to the penalty box for the Golden Bears on a roughing call there.
Paulovich will bring it in from the blue line. Paulovich sends it into Paulovich. Shot right on. Doesn't get through traffic, but down low. Chance for Halla. As the Golden Bears, Madsen knocks it out back in. Sam Johnson will leave it for his defender, Paulovich. Paulovich to Halla. Cross-ice pass. Moving in by the Rails. And moved in by Keenan Riles. And whistle stoppage of play. 9:14 to go. Bears 4. Rails 1. Second period play.
Well, you know, this is a big opportunity for Proctor to get back in this game, make it a 4-2 game on this power play. They're moving the puck smart. They're getting some good shots. Andrew Terrell is keeping Eveleth, you know, in this game right now. He's made 3-4 really big saves to keep this score at 4-1.
Brandon Lind moving it back in for the Bears. Lind shot just goes wide of the net. And now Riles, and now picked up by Cooper Madsen. Matson back, sent back in by Skelton. Polovich. Cross ice pass as Troutwine has it. Polovich will try to move it back in. Now taken away by Cooper Levander. Levander moving back in. Levander goes to the back end. Johnson got a piece of that. Knocked it in the corner. As the Rails will move it out here. Now comes in Keenan Riles. Riles moving behind the net now, trying to make a play. And just couldn't get the shot away. Great chance by Keenan there. Over on this side, Jake Amendola trying to hold it in. And the Bears get it out here with 8:08 left. And can't see that time. 14 seconds left on the power play for the Rails here. Intihar. Leet. Leet in the corner now, picked up by McLeod. Both teams back at full strength as the Rails work it back in. Unable to keep it in, and back to get it is going to be Austin Moores. Moores as Troutwine has it. And we get a whistle stoppage of play on the hand pass.
We're going to get a penalty on number 29.
Nope, they call a penalty here. Yeah, tripping penalty.
Yeah, it's going to be on number 29. Neil Leet for tripping at the 9:28 mark.
So another power play for the Proctor Rails. As moved around as Halla trying to get it back to the point to Polovich. And just over the top of his stick. Polovich is going to pick this one up in the corner. Intercepted for Brandon Lynn. Lynn with a drive right on. Just over the top of the net with Sam Johnson getting a piece of that. Great chance for Brandon Lynn there. Now Polovich sends it over to Halla. Back over to Polovich. As trying to hold it in was Riles and just in offside on the play.
You know, Brandon Lynn, he's such a smart hockey player. He's got that really quick release. I've talked about it before. But right there in front of the net, it was just him and the goalie. And I know he picked out a spot. Goalie made a nice save, but he comes up with these opportunities on these great plays. And what his best weapon he's got is his release. I mean, that was a quick snapshot. And a minute ago, he had the same thing. Comes in, using that defenseman as a screen. Well, Brandon Lynn, he's a really good, talented hockey player for the Eveleth Golden Bears.
Over on this side, Ethan Carlson moving it out, and now moved in by Cullen Solman. Solman trying to drive around Skelton. Now picked up and moved around by Moores behind the net. Moores and Cullen Solman. Skelton is in there. Brandon Lynn helping out. Lynn comes away with it. Lynn gets it out to center ice. And chasing in there was Zandikar. Now picked up by Zandikar with a drive out front. Had an empty net as a goalie out of position. Zandikar again. Another chance from Brandon Lynn. Golden Bears playing tough on this penalty kill here. That's Troutwine sends it back in as the Rails will bring it out. Now Cooper Matson. And now turn away the other way. Back by number 28 behind the net. That's Paul Ripley. Ripley gets it over to Riles. Riles now with it behind the net. Golden Bears are back at full strength, so both teams have returned to full strength. 5:26 to go here, period number 2.
We're going to have too many men on too many men. The guy come out of the box. Penalty box. I don't know exactly how. I'm pretty sure it's going to be too many men on the Proctor Rails. And the penalty is going to be served by number 21. It's going to be 21 is going to be Brett Bartlum.
Matson Pavlovich will knock it out for the Rails all the way down. Picked up by Troutwine. Now Brandon Lynn's going to pick this up. Lynn trying to wheel it around. Holla intercepts it. Gets it back. And taken away by Schlottick. Schlottick hits the pipe. What a drive to the net by Tommy Schlottick and put it off the post. Otherwise, that would have been 5-1. There's a chance for Zandikar now. Picked up by Matson. Matson sends it over on to Troutwine. Back over to Matson. Matson trying to pull a shot backhander. In the corner, picked up by Lind. Lind will send it back over to Zandikar. Back to Lind. Lind crossing. Lind trying to... Nice screen set up by Tommy Schlottick. Couldn't get through traffic. Matson now back to Lind. Lind moving around. Lind over on the other side to Troutwine. And the Riles will bring it out. Riles across the blue line now. Now it's picked up by Lind. Over to Matson. Matson working back in. Matson wheeling around. Fires it behind the net. Picked up by Brandon Lind. Lind across the ice for Troutwine. And just on net. Schlottick out front. Schlottick gets it back to Troutwine. Troutwine over to Lind. Back over to Troutwine. Troutwine now works it over to Zandikar. Zandikar sent it into Matson. Matson into Zandikar. Shot. Schlottick. Front back to Lind. Lind with a shot on Sam Johnson with the save. Nice little snapshot from Brandon Lind. Johnson, big save.
You know, I've said it before. I just, that's one of those occasions right there where just, you know, you don't have to shoot it hard. Just if you throw it in there, I think you're going to catch the goalie off guard. You've already taken 6-7 shots at him at full full speed. So I just think you slow that down. Great puck movement by the Eveleth Golden Bears on that power play. I mean, really, really smart puck play. Tommy Schlottick playing forward. Brandon Lind stepped back and was playing defense on that power play.
Gavin Skelton behind the net. And now picked up by the Rails. Moving back the other way is Jake Amendola. Amendola trying to pull it over to Colin Solman. Falling on the ice, but he still got the shot away. Great effort by Solman. Solman sends it back in for the Rails. Back behind the net is Delich. Delich will move it ahead. And this is not going to be an icing. They wave that one off. Into the corner, Nolan McLeod. And sent back in by Jared Delich. McLeod in there with Cooper Levander. Into Hart. And now brought up knocked out by Solman. Gavin Skelton. Now picked up by Solman. And we get a power play coming up for the Proctor Rails with 2:21 to go in period number 2. Eveleth-Gilbert Golden Bears 4, the Proctor Rails 1.
Evan Skelton's going to go to the penalty on that. I don't know. I think the Proctor player kind of turned his back. It's going to be a decision call right now. He kind of turned him in. They put him into the boards. It's going to probably be just a 2-minute check-in from behind.
Yeah, it's going to be taking a draw for the Connor Pavlovich against Brandon Lind. Pavlovich wins that draw, gets back to Kalmbach. Kalmbach sends it over to Holla. Holla knocking in the corner. And now is Zandikar trying to play it out. Pavlovich holds it in. Schlottick sends it back behind the net to Troutwine. Troutwine cross ice pass over to Zandikar. Zandikar skating in. Zandikar goes up backhand. Score! Blake Zandikar gets a short-handed goal for the Golden Bears with 1:56 to go.
No, that was a nice play by him. They'd been snake bitten a couple times, and he got lucky on that one because he had lost the puck on the shot, and he was able to get his own rebound back, come back on his backhand, and made a really, really nice shot. That was a nice hustle, nice play by Zandikar.
So 15:04 into that second period. Blake Zandikar puts the Golden Bears up by 4. Shorthanded goal. As Lind has it to Schlottick, taken away by the rails down low. Chance for number 11, Austin Moores. Brandon Lind and Nick Troutwine on the assist of that Blake Zandikar goal.
You know, and that's pretty weird. We both could be able to hear the announcer on that one.
Yeah, we both got it there. So tough to hear without the without our headsets on here. Cross ice over to Zandikar, moving in. Zandikar taken down on the play. No call there. Whoa. Brandon Lind behind the net, wheeling around. Lind trying to get it over to Troutwine. Just couldn't get it over to him as Proctor closed the gap there. Schlottick moving, pressured on the play by Austin Moores, doing a good job for the Rails. Dumped back in by the Bears. Minute 16 left here, period number 2. Over on the other side, Solman. Solman cross the blue line. Solman in behind the net, and Schlottick is going to get over to Troutwine. Troutwine over on the other side, and sent back in. Shot towards the front of the net. Fired in by number 15 back there, Ethan Carlson. Just couldn't get through traffic. Over on the other side, Brent Bartlerm. And Troutwine will knock it around the boards all the way around. Back into the Proctor end. 33 seconds left here, period number 2. Paulovich. Over on the other side is Mason Kalmbach, picks it up. Shot on net by Intihar. And now Riles behind the net with some wheels coming through. Gets knocked off the play by Cooper Levander. Now Troutwine moving in. Troutwine has Levander! Levander! Shot! Goal! What a sick move by Cooper Levander at the end of the period.
Wow.
He got the shot away, Eric. And then he kind of backed up and he put it home. That was crazy.
I'll tell you what, that's a highlight reel there. I'm telling you, folks.
Yes,
that was
highlight reel.
A beautiful goal. And you know what? I looked at the clock. I did not think he had time to get it to him.
Right.
And when he got it to him, for him to be able to make that move and to pull the puck back towards him and beat the goalie, amazing. Great, great effort by these Eveleth Golden Bears. And I know, who was the guy in the corner that threw him the pass? Was that Troutwine?
Yeah, Troutwine, I don't know. I forgot.
That was sweet. That was sweet.
That was a sick goal by Cooper Levander. So we'll get the official scoring here. Well, they're saying it was at 17. They're saying it at 17 minutes. Cooper Levander from Nick Troutwine.
I looked up as it hit the net. I looked up and there was no time left.
Holy
we are
cow.
good on all our scoring. I can run down the scoring here real quick. We'll start over. We'll start at the first period. Eveleth got on the board at the 7:30 mark with the goal going to Brandon Lynn. It was an unassisted goal. He come in and made a nice play. He was able to get the puck up and over the goalie's shoulder. Good hustle, Brandon Lynn. He's got a great shot. He's always digging hard out there. He's always in the right place, right time. Eveleth got on the board to make it 2-0. Then the goal going to number 42, Cooper Grahek, at the 11:30 mark with an assist going to Evan Skelton. Eveleth came back and made it 3-0 with number 9, Cooper Levander, getting the goal at the 13-minute mark with an assist going to number 5, Carson Anatar, and number 14, Jared Delich. And Eveleth went up 4-0 at the 13:38 mark, 38 seconds later, with the goal going to Drew Nelson, number 41, with the assist going to Gavin Skelton. And the other assist was going to number 42, Cooper Grahek. And that's the way the period ended. A couple periods, there was a penalty for each team in the first period. Second period started out, Proctor started on the power play. They came out and they were skating well. They kept the pressure on, and they were actually, right after the power play at the 3:25 mark, they were able to get a goal to make it 4-1 with a beautiful play by Ethan Carter. The puck actually caromed off the back of the boards off a shot that came from Ethan Carlson, and it ricocheted right to Carter, and he was able to put it in an empty net. But the second assist on that goal was going to number 27, Connor Pavlovich, to make it 4-1. And then Eveleth came back and on a really nice goal by Blake Zandikar at the 15:04 mark with an assist going to Brandon Lynn and number 40, Nick Troutwine. And then the goal that I was amazed. It was a great goal. Excellent time. I can't believe they scored with the 17-minute mark. Cooper Levander made a beautiful goal with an assist going to Nick Troutwine, which Nick got the puck. I didn't think there was any time to get the puck out to the middle. He was able to get the puck out, and I thought they were going to run out of time, and Cooper Levander pulled the puck back towards him, left the goalie out there, had a wide open net, put it in the net, make the score. Right now, the score is 6-1. 2 periods of play. There were 3 penalties in that period. 3 of them went to the Eveleth Golden Bears, 1 to the Proctor Rails. Saves in the period, right in the game, are 34-16 shots on net in favor of the Eveleth Golden Bears. And Randy, that's kind of where it is. I'm still kind of like, that last goal was kind of like, wow, that was really good. So glad to see that. I think we could be, I'm sure they're all fired up. That's the way to take it's kind of a backbreaker for the Proctor going into that, but that's excellent for them. I like to see them come back out, still put up a fight. They got some really good skaters, and a lot of grit going on these teams. So we'll take a little break, and we'll throw some over to our sponsors, and we'll be back to take on the third period.
Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at ironrange.shop, and good luck to all the players. Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on the way to the lake. Located 12 miles north of Deer River on Highway 46 by Lake Winnipegosh, Winnie Trading Post offers gas, food, bait, propane, and everything in between. Find them on Facebook by searching Winnie Trading Post, or stop by on your next trip to the lake. G&B Environmental specializes in proactive air and water filtration services, HVAC coil protection, cotton windscreen insulation for cooling units, UV light air purification systems, and electrostatic disinfectant spraying for COVID-19 and other contagions. Give them a call at 1-800-466-2018 or visit gbenvironmental.com. For all your heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration needs in the Grand Rapids area, call Tony from Anthony's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration at 218-256-1092 or find them on Facebook at Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration, LLC. The Rick Sports Grill in Eveleth offers casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rick Sports Grill offers 8 large-screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. The Rick also offers large and small group seating with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet, they can cater your event, party, or meeting. That's the Rick Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Eveleth. Check them out today. Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey and wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun.
Okay, Golden Bears are back on the ice. Just waiting for the Proctor Rails to come out here, and we'll have third period action coming up here at the historic Eveleth Hippodrome. A couple shout-outs that I want to give out to Karen Moeller. Karen Moeller's watching from Panama City, Florida. Lots warmer climate, and she says, "Go Bears!" And also Jamie Oakland, she said she would normally be cheering on number 12, which is Brett Oakland, but unfortunately he is out with a knee injury. But she says good to see rest of the players and the boys playing well. Also, T. Rintz watching nearby from Blake Zandakar from Raintree Apartments over in Virginia, or in I guess that's technically Mountain Iron. And then also I want to thank Craig Johnson for sending in the pronunciation of number 27, Proctor. That is Connor Pavlovich is the correct
Pavlovich
is the correct pronunciation of Connor's name, so I apologize for that, butchering that name up here tonight, but thank you very much, Craig Johnson, for sending that in to us. We appreciate that. And then, of course, thanks again for everybody for joining our broadcast here tonight. We appreciate that. 6-1 our score after 2 periods of play, just waiting for the Rails for the third period coming up next year.
Well, it's one of those ones where they got to keep their spirit up. They got to get back in, take advantage of everything. Eveleth's kind of on a good note right now. So I think that for Proctor, they got to come out, just stay positive, still skating hard. They're going to be on a power. They did give Evan Skelton a 5-minute penalty on that. It was a 5-minute major on that check-in from behind at the end of the second period there, because there's still 2 minutes and 39 seconds left for a power play for the Proctor Rails. So this is a golden opportunity, if they want to get back in this. They're going to, get as many goals as they can right now during this major penalty. So, Eveleth, they got that shorthanded goal at the end of the period, so they're still going to be tough. They're going to come at you strong.
All right, so third period's just seconds away. Brandon Lynn to take the draw against Pavlovich. He's going to take the draw for the Rails here. And we're underway. Troutwine has it. Troutwine, get it over on the other side. Keenan Riles. Riles back as the Golden Bears play back into the Rails end, picked up by Riles. Over back behind the net is Pavlovich. Sends it across over on the other side to Kalmbach. Kalmbach bringing it back in. Bears will turn it back into the Rails end. Pavlovich moves it ahead up to Holla. Holla moving it ahead over on the other side to Riles. Gets blocked down as Kalmbach sends it towards the net. Doesn't get through traffic. Pavlovich pulls it back on the point. Over to Holla. There to get it is Jake Amendola. Riles helping out as the Bears will pick it up with Troutwine. Moving around back his own net. Troutwine's trying to send it through center to Brandon Lynn. Pulled down by Holla. Holla brings it back in. Holla moving around here as picked up by Troutwine. Troutwine sent it to Zandikar. Zandikar just couldn't get to that puck. But he throws a shot towards the front of the net. The Rails pick it up as Holla. Holla moves it across ice for Amendola. Amendola is going to pick up our Riles behind the net. And Amendola skates in there. Brandon Lynn's going to pick this up. Lynn sends it over to Troutwine. Troutwine trying to get over to Schlottick. It'll come out to center ice. And Pavlovich picks it up. And over on the other side, Brandon Lynn takes it away. Lynn just fans on the shot. Couldn't get a shot away. He wants that one back, I'm sure. Back on the other way is Dylan Holla. Holla's shot just goes wide of the mark. Proctor's got a 5-minute major, 36 seconds left on that. Bears in the penalty box. Too far for Cooper Levander. Levander loses an edge and moved back out by McLeod. Over on the other side, Austin Moores. Now fired out by Skelton. With 14:25 to go here. Levander. Both teams are back at full strength as Intahar trying to keep it in for the Bears. Now this is Skelton. Moves it back in. Skelton gets through traffic. And Johnson's going to make that save coming up here.
You know, it was one of those ones where you'd have never known that Eveleth was shorthanded right there. They kind of kept the play in the middle of the rink, moving the puck quite well. They kept dumping it down. Proctor, I don't know if Proctor got a shot on net in that 5-minute major.
Schlottick sends it wide of the mark. As back behind the net. Schlottick picks it up. Schlottick shot wide. Jared Delic trying to get to his rails. Will bring it out with Pavlovich. And back behind the net by Gavin Skelton and out of play.
You know, going back to that goal at the end of the period, you know, that was excellent puck work by Nick Troutwine to even have the sense to know that Cooper Levander was coming down the middle and be able to get the puck out to him. And Levander, I know he didn't know how much time was left. He just knew he had to go quick and was able to get the puck and pull it around the goalie and put it in an open net. That was still a really, really nice move.
Troutwine with a high shot, gloved out of the air by Sam Johnson. Face off inside the rails end. 13:36 to go here, period number 3. Eveleth-Gilbert Golden Bears 6, Proctor Rails 1. And sent out over by Riles, just a little bit far for him. And now Cooper Matson brings it through center. Matson over, has Leet with him. Matson takes a shot and saved by Johnson. Great chance for Cooper Matson there.
I'll take this quick second to say, Up North Hockey, next time we're going to be doing some live streaming this week. We got this coming Thursday, February 18th, Duluth East will be at Virginia. Blake and I will be over in the Miners Memorial Arena doing that game. So if I'm not mistaken, I said that somebody said that's a 6 o'clock start time. So we'll have to double check on that. We'll get that posted. So keep your eyes out that. That'll be our next time.
Yeah, that's our next boys game on Thursday night. We'll have girls hockey tomorrow night for you. International Falls traveling to Hibbing Chisholm. And then we'll have girls hockey on Thursday night. We're going to have a doubleheader Thursday night as well. We'll talk about that on our next break here. As it is Matson. Matson back in the corner, working around behind the net. Now picked up by Dylan Holla. Over on the other side, it comes through center ice and brought back in by the rails. Frank Amendola. Over on Cooper Matson trying to keep it in. And fired back in by the rails. Held on by Ethan Carlson back into the corner. Back behind net. And the Gold Bears are going to bring it out with Nick Troutwine. Now called back, sends it back into the Bears' end. Picked up by Evan Skelton. Skelton moving it through to Brandon Lind. Up to Zandikar. Lind trying to pull the trigger from the other side. Just couldn't get a shot away. Comes out to center. Nick Troutwine picks it up. Up to Matson. Matson moving it back in. Back to Troutwine. Over cross ice pass. And sent over Zandikar. Up to Gavin Skelton. Now the reels over the top of the net. That was a shot in there from number 15, Ethan Carlson.
I think Brandon would have probably just taken the stick and went home if he'd have whiffed on that one.
Yeah.
You know, it happens. You get ahead of yourself. You start looking at
right.
where you want it at. You know, I mean, and, you know, it's not that he's not a great shot. He's got a heck of a shot. He's a really accurate shooter. It's just he gets ahead of himself and trying to look at pick out the spot, and you forget to look back at the puck.
Down low, Carson Intihart. Great chance for the Golden Bears there. Big save for Johnson down low. And back the other way comes the Jared Delic. Delic trying to get through traffic. Back behind the net is Moores. Sent by in front. Chance for Cooper Levander. Levander, another shot taken away by the Rails behind the net. Now picked up by Bartlam. Bartlam moves it ahead over to Pavlovich. And Pavlovich has a shot on Andrew Terrell with the save. Tomorrow night we're going to have, like I said, International Falls traveling to Hibbing Chisholm. Girls hockey in Hibbing tomorrow night. And then Thursday night we'll have Duluth Marshall and Hibbing Chisholm girls Thursday night, along with the doubleheader over in Virginia, between Duluth East and Virginia. Big week here on Up North Hockey as the Bears sending through Blake Zandikar. Zandikar working in. Zandikar's shot just got a piece of Johnson over the top of the net there. Grahek trying to get in there as Troutwine has it. Now moved out by Jake Amendola. Over on the other side now to Bartlam. Bartlam in the corner. Back sent on net. Shot out front. Great chance by Frank Amendola there for the Rails.
That's one thing Andrew Terrell's good at. He just sticks his ground. Once he knows the puck's, he knows he has it, he'll just stay still. I've noticed that earlier this year. When he gets the puck, he's not flopping around, kicking it on, making extra moves. Just stay still, let the whistle blow, let his defenseman take care of the opposite players.
And the Bears will move it out to center ice. Leap trying to reach it. Pavlovich sends it over on the other side. And we get a penalty coming up here.
It's going to be on number 42. And they're going to call a roughing penalty on him.
So 9:26 to go here, period 3. Golden Bears 6 and the Rails 1. Brandon Lynn taking the draw against Dylan Holla. And we get some discussion by the referees here. Face-off coming up. Holla gets tossed out of the circle to take the draw. Now it's Keenan Riles. Riles wins the draw. Back to Pavlovich. His shot just goes wide of the net. Riles behind the net. Riles working around and held in. Back as long pass, lead pass for Brandon Lynn. Just couldn't get to it. Holla. Brandon Lynn takes it away. Shot on. Nick Trowine trying to break towards the net. Great chance for Brandon Lynn. Trying to pull one in there.
That was a really nice shot from that angle, too. He's got that quick release. It's so nice.
Pavlovich brings it through center ice and brings it in. Sends it back in the corner. Pavlovich working around. Shot on. Save. Andrew Terrell. Nice shot for Connor there.
Both these goalies, they've got some really quick gloves. There's been a couple of snipe shots that have been robbed by these goalies. That's why they're the goalie and we're not, because I'll tell you what, I'd never be able to do that. That's a really, really nice play.
Back behind the net into the corner by Mason Kalmbach. As tipped in. Brandon Lynn skating out now with a breakaway. Lynn pulls a shot over on the set. Cooper Madsen's shot. Great save by goaltender Sam Johnson on Cooper Madsen's shot. Back the other way is Keenan Riles. Riles now trying to get it towards the center of the ice, and Brandon Lynn will move it out with Cooper Madsen. Madsen brings it across the blue line. Madsen skating in. Shot on. Sam Johnson save. Another chance for 2 shots in a row here for Cooper Madsen.
For Matson not being super big, that was a really, really, really nice play. I mean, he was able to shake the defender. He left the defender on the ground. That was a nice play for him to get up and be able to get a nice shot on net. And you know what? I seen some discipline there. He kind of got hacked at. He could have went back and said something. And all he did is turn around and showed the Proctor guy the scoreboard. That's a smart thing to do. You don't need to get wrapped up in any of this stuff.
Over on the other side is the Rails bring it in. Back behind the net is Colin Solman. Solman pulling a shot. Nice chance for Solman there. Well, is Gavin Skelton. He'll fire it out. Back into the Rails end with 7:25 left. Both teams back at full strength. This is Intihar. Intihar gets ridden off the play by McLeod. Now this is Intihar. Intihar working it back in. Intihar makes a move towards the net. Pulling it over to Jared Delich and just couldn't complete the pass play there. Great chance for the Bears there. Back the other way. Moving back in is number 28, Paul Ripley. Cross ice, Levander picks it up. Levander moving towards the net. Levander trying to pull a shot. Gets defended on the play and picked up by Intihar now. Intihar on Levander, and Levander just couldn't get a shot away there. Delich back to Intihar. Back to Delich now. Intercepted by Pavlovich, and Levander gets it back into Delich. And he gets a shot away with 6:23 left. Want to give a shout out to our camera guy here tonight, Bobby Lind. He's an Eveleth alumni, also a hockey player from Eveleth. Played for the Golden Bears, so thank you very much, Bobby, for coming down to the rink and taking care of the camera tonight. You're doing an awesome job.
Yes, he is. Anytime I don't have to do it, he's doing an awesome job.
Right. We appreciate that. So it is back in. Nick Troutwine. Troutwine sending it over, brings it across the blue line. Troutwine moving it in. Defended on the play. Holla behind the net now. Holla sending it in, trying to get up to Riles. As Leet knocks it back out. Picked up by Grahek, now back to Troutwine. Troutwine, cross ice, back to Grahek. He gets blocked down. Nice block on the play by Jake Amendola of the Proctor Rails. And this is Troutwine. Troutwine shot right on. And Sam Johnson, another big save for the Rails.
Yeah, it really is. These guys are all playing really good. Troutwine's got another good game going, been consistent all year long. But the one guy that really does stand out, even though he scored that really nice, that Cooper Levander, he's been in the mix of everything all night long. I mean, making nice plays. He's had 2 or 3 different breakaway chances that he's had. Brandon Lynn's had 2 or 3 different breakaway chances. Eveleth's just skating really, really well right now. This is what they need. They need to do this, carry on some confidence going on. From here on forward.
Amendola cross ice. Amendola works it back in. Picked up now by Grahek behind the net. Grahek working around. Yeah, Schlottek has it. Just off the front of his stick is Solman. As the Leet moves it ahead, trying to get it to Zandikar, but too far on the icing.
We talk about in this Iron Range Conference, Hibbing still, they have the lead in it right now. They took that 4-3 overtime loss to the Greenway Raiders on last Tuesday night. And, that helped Greenway because I still say, but I was looking at it today, it's still up to anybody's race. They just got to, whoever plays the best hockey right now. I don't think nobody's in the driver's seat.
As back the other way, the Rails. Wyatt Oakstead. Back as Matson gets it out through center back into the Rails end. As it was touched, Brandon Lind and Zandikar in there as well. Zandikar to Lind. Lind back to Matson. Matson trying to get it back to Zandikar, just missed on it. And back into the rails end we go. Gavin Skelton over to Troutwine. Troutwine moving ahead for Brandon Lynn, just too far. And an icing with 4:05 to go. Eveleth-Gilbert, Golden Bears 6, Proctor Rails 1.
You know, the one thing I noticed about Eveleth, too, is I've seen them play a few times. They're starting to realize where each one of their line mates are going to be, you know, where they're supposed to be. They can throw that kind of that blind pass there, and 9 out of 10 times these kids are there. So I think there's a lot of growing going on, a lot of hockey that's been picked up. It's going on really good right now for Eveleth. They just got to keep doing what they do.
And this is in the corner. Sent back in. Shot just wide of the mark from Mason Kalmbach. Scramble out front. As Andrew Terrell's going to glove that one up here. Just a shout out from another shout out from John and Deb Munson. They say great to watch their nephew Brandon Lynn, and seeing the camera run by Brandon's brother Bobby Lind. Bobby was quite a player for Eveleth as well. So we thank you for that shout out as well.
I like to see the 153 people. I thank them all for joining us tonight. That's excellent.
Yeah, that's awesome. Again, another good night here in Eveleth. Good number of people watching. We appreciate you guys taking the time out on your night to join in to our broadcast across the country. Schlottick sending over to Skelton, Gavin Skelton. Well, Schlottick back over towards Skelton and sent back in by the rails, back behind the net. And now Schlottick brings it through center ice. Intihar, or Levander, now back to Gavin Skelton. Delayed penalty coming up against the rails here. Troutwine pass, cross ice pass over to Zandikar. Zandikar trying to get it into Har, and knocked out by the rails. Jake Amendola. Now Zandikar, depending on the play by Amendola. Over behind the net is Troutwine. Troutwine wheeling it around. Trying to get something set up for the Bears on this power play. Troutwine shot in there. Cooper Levander over the corner. Leaves it for Intihar. Intihar now gets it back to Troutwine. To Intihar. Intihar shot. Gets through and Zandikar back to Troutwine. Over to Zandikar. Zandikar back to Troutwine. Troutwine drive to the net. Gets blocked down. Nice block shot by the rails. Number 11, Austin Moore's there. Got in front of it. Nick Troutwine sending it back in. Got a minute 25 left here in the third period. Gavin Skelton now picked up by Brandon Lind over to Troutwine. Troutwine's shot goes wide of the net. And fired out now by Jake Amendola of the rails. Taken away now, Hollis skating in. Almost had a break towards the net. There's a shot down low. A nice chance for number 21, Brett Bartlam. Right out front. Oh, I'm sorry. That was, Bartlam. Bartlam had that shot. Less than a minute to go here. Period number 3. Troutwine to Lind. Back to Troutwine. Troutwine moving ahead to Cooper Matson. Back to Lind and into Tommy Schlottick. Schlottick feeding Zandikar. Zandikar just couldn't get that shot. Try to tip it towards the net. just over the top of the net. Troutwine has it now with 27 seconds to go. Cross-ice pass over to Lynn. Shot goes wide of the net. Troutwine back over to Zandikar. Zandikar trying to get a pass over to Matson, but Schlottick gets a shot in front. Schlottick back to Zandikar. Zandikar shot save with 10.1 seconds left. Save by Sam Johnson.
Yeah, moving the puck around really, really good. Eveleth is on this power play. They've been moving the puck good all night long. Kind of got Proctor running a little bit. I think their legs got a little heavy towards the end of this third period. So we got 10 seconds left in the game. The shots are 47-24 in favor of the Eveleth Golden Bears. The game's mostly been dominated by Eveleth. A few spots in the game where Proctor had some bright spots, but for the most part, I'd have to say Eveleth really, really earned this one. Andrew Terrell, another nice save. Excellent night and goal for Andrew Terrell. Congratulations to the Eveleth Golden Bears for a really, really good hockey performance tonight.
Yeah, that's going to do it here. Again, Proctor Rails coming here. Tough matchup against the Golden Bears. Golden players putting a great effort on the ice again here tonight for the hometown Eveleth-Gilbert Golden Bears. And we had no scoring in our third period. We had some penalties, but no scoring in that third period. Again, our scoring summary is brought to you by Iron Range Goalie Academy. They are located in Coleraine. Make sure you give Derek check them out on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure you give them a call today. They offer goalie camps and clinics for goaltenders at their training facility over in Coleraine. So make sure that you certainly check out their product because they have a great goalie camp, and they've got a great staff that works with goaltenders as well, and they're highly praised, across the state of Minnesota with their work.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. I mean, we couldn't do this without any of our sponsorships, and the one thing I see about the Iron Range Goalie Academy is guys are starting to pop up all over the place. You see their Facebook thing, young kids, girls and boys. He's done wonders with these guys. I know a few good different goalies that's worked with them. It's been excellent. But I'll run down the scoring here real quick. And the game got started in the first period at the 7:30 mark with the goal going to Brandon Lynn with an unassisted goal to make it 1-0. Eveleth got back on the board to make it 2-0 at the 11:30 mark with a goal going to number 42, Cooper Grahek. And the assist going to number 3, Evan Skelton. And then Eveleth got back on the board to make it 3-0 with the goal going to number 9, Cooper Levander. And the assist going to number 5, Carson Enditar. And number 14, Jared Delich. Eveleth made it 4-0 at the 13:38 mark with the goal going to number 41, Drew Nelson, with an assist going to number 23, Gavin Skelton, and number 42, Cooper Grahek. That's the way the first period ended. Second period was Proctor got on the board at the 3:25 mark to make it 4-1 with the goal going to number 5, Ethan Carter, an assist going to number 15, Ethan Carlson, and number 27, Connor Pavlovich. And number 6, the sixth goal of the game, I guess, to make it 5-1, went to the Eveleth Golden Bears on a shorthanded goal by number 13, Blake Zandikar, with an assist going to number 10, Brandon Lynn, and number 40, Nick Troutwine. And then the nicest goal of the night, I'd have to say, the smart goal, just really good hockey. Nick Troutwine went into the zone, dug the puck out, and he was able to feed it to Cooper Levander at the 17-minute mark of the second period. No time left on the clock. Cooper Levander was able to make a nice pull, pulled the puck back from the goalie, around the defenseman, and put it in the net to make the score 6-1. There was no scoring in the third period, and that's the way the game ends. The shots were 48-25 in favor of the Eveleth Golden Bears. So, that's where we end, Randy. And good hockey game. Eveleth played a really smart hockey game. It just was good all the way around. Eveleth played great.
Yeah, certainly a fun game here tonight. Always great to come here at the Eveleth Hippodrome. So much history in this building, and Eveleth-Gilbert Golden Bears get the big 6-1 win here tonight. Yeah, so we look forward to our broadcast tomorrow night. We have girls hockey tomorrow night. Hibbing Chisholm hosting International Falls. That is our next broadcast tomorrow night. We'll have JV junior varsity action at 5 o'clock, and then we'll have the varsity game at 7 o'clock. And then, of course, we'll return to boys hockey on Thursday. We've got Duluth East traveling to Virginia, Mountain Iron Buell. Blake and Eric will be in Virginia to cover that one. And I will be in Hibbing that night to cover Duluth Marshall and the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets in girls hockey that night. And, unless you have anything, I'm done here tonight.
No, we're done. Let's go give a hat away.
So, yeah, certainly stay tuned to our 3 social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for the presentation of the player of the game presented by Iron Range Apparel. Iron Range Apparel is located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, and they present our player of the game. We'll have that coming up here for you shortly, so stay tuned for that. Again, we want to thank Bobby Lynn for running camera here for us tonight. We really appreciate him coming over to take part in that and helping us out, doing a great job. For Eric Johns, I'm Randy Catron saying good night from the Eveleth Hippodrome, where the final score tonight, the Eveleth-Gilbert Golden Bears 6 and the Proctor Rails 1. Good night, everybody. Stay warm and stay safe.